Yeah, welcome back to our 30-day free trading tutorial. And today, which is the day 8th of this free crypto trading tutorial, we are going to be looking at the two basic types of chart pattern, and we'll be looking at the ascending triangle pattern and the descending triangle patterns. That is talking about the uptrend and talking about the downtrend. Now you cannot talk about chart pattern without properly articulating the uptrend and the downtrend pattern. So in the course of this class today, we are going to do justice to these two basic types of chart pattern. And if today is the first time of you encounter this class, I want to advise you to go back and then take a look at the previous classes so that you will not be missed out, because this class is totally free and is going to give you what others are paying a very woof amount of dollars to learn for free. So take your time and make sure that don't miss any steps. So today is class 8. So and if you've not subscribed to this channel, I wonder why you shouldn't subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends and then your family. Now, before we go into the demonstration properly, we will look at the theoretical definition of ascending triangle and what it means. An ascending triangle is a bullish continuation pattern suggesting that price will likely break upward. It forms when a security price rises to a resistance level, falls back, and then rise again to a higher low. The key feature: horizontal resistance line at the top and the rising support line at the bottom. Price gets squeezed upward until it breaks out in a bullish dimension, shows accumulation and buyer pressure. Yes, trader watches for a break above resistance and what to do. Now, without wasting much of our time, I would like you to pause this video and make sure you go through this write-up very well and understand it, and then look as we proceed where I'm going to be explaining what this means to you in a detailed graphical demonstration. And in the same vein, descending triangle is usually a bearish continuation pattern suggesting that price will likely break down. Key feature: flat support line at the bottom. I will be demonstrating that for you as we proceed. Falling resistance line at the top, and the price get compressed downward until it breaks. Shows a selling pressure is building, and after occurs during a downtrend, downward breakout is confirmed when price closes below the support line. And as you can see, what you are supposed to do are highly articulated when in a written manner. Now we are going to be proceeding to the graphical demonstration of what we have just written down for you. So pay a very close, a rapt attention to what is going to be demonstrated for you. Now you can see the graphical patterns of the uptrend, talking about the ascending triangle pattern, the uptrend. Now as you can see, the key features, as I just highlighted for you in the course of our theoretical illustration. Now this is when you talk about the ascending order, there is a key resistance line, horizontal line at the top, very straight line at the top, and you see another a straight line again from the bottom, which also intersect the resistance line to form the all triangle pattern. Now let me tell you some few features. Now this is the chart itself. You can see the trade. This is the chart, this is the chart, this is the chart, and all of that. Now, like as I told you in the previous video, now crypto chart pattern does not follow it does not follow a straight line. It doesn't give you a straight line. So let's illustrate something very quickly. Now, for those of us who are seeing this pattern for the first time, now the first thing you are going to realize here, there is an uptrend which begins from here upward, and it stops there, and then it retraces back again to a particular button here, and then it also returned back bullish again. It returned back bullish again and stop at a point, and then return back again and stop at another point, and then became very bullish. You see, now if you see very well, you discover that there is a breakout here. There is a breakout at this point here. Now what does that mean? At this point where this starts here, we call it the higher, this is the higher low, then this is the higher high, and this is the another higher low again, and this is the higher high, and this is the higher low again. Now one thing I would like you to check here from this graph is that now the two lines, the graph compresses, until they meet at a point here. The graph compresses. Now what does that supposed to mean? And there is what we call now the first higher high here, that is higher high 1 and higher high 2. The higher high 2 is a little bit taller than the higher high 1, a little bit taller. But if you can see the higher low, the first higher low and the second higher low, the second higher low is far higher than the first higher low. And talk more of the third higher low, which is far higher than the first higher low. So this is one of the things that signifies a top the uptrend. Now one of the things that help us technically to determine when to trade, when this kind of pattern is being formed, where it shows that the trade is going to be bullish. It's giving us a bullish signal, a buying signal. So what you are looking for is just for you are looking for a breakout of this resistance. In other words, when this pattern is formed above this resistance, it shows that the trade is going to go higher uptrend. So you can take your trade from somewhere here, and when you take your trade somewhere here, then the stop loss will be below the resistance fat line. It will be below the resistance line. Yes, that is how it works. So now let's go to the downtrend. Let's do justice to. Now looking at the downtrend, you realize that the resistance, the support, we call it the support anyway, we call it the support is the lower pattern, a straight horizontal line at the support level. Yes, it's at the support level. Why the uptrend is at the resistant level. Take note of that. Take note of that. It's okay. Now the first but look at it, the first line here, it begins from the top below, and when it begins, it has to retrace again. There's a retracement here, and when it retraces, it has to return back bearish, more bearish again. It has to return bearish again, and it return back, it retrace again, and then return bearish. Now one thing that happens that shows that it is a descending pattern is because if you look at it, the first higher low is the first higher low, as you can see here. The first higher low is far taller than the second higher low, and then you can see the third higher low. This is the third one, this is the second one, this is the first one. You can see there is a decrease, and this continues to decrease until they met at a point somewhere here where it has to break it down. Is that taken? It has to break it down. Your mode of concentration is this point here. Is this point here. Now take a look at the third one. Sometimes it can also repeat 3 times. But what you are looking for, if it's the bearish candle break out this resistance wall. When there's a breakout, it means that the bear market is going to take place. So you can go for buying opportunity. This is Binance, sorry, the Bitget Exchange. So you are going to look at it now. At this point, we are on 4 hours time frame. I told you the higher time frame gives you the accurate trade patterns. Now, if you look at it very well, you discover that the first one we had here was from this particular portion here, and it retraced back here, and then went back here, and retraced back here. Now, this is a breakout portion that we are looking up to. This is an uptrend, and we are looking up to something. And as you can see, you see there's a break line that we are looking up to, a point of resistance which we'll be looking up to. If you look at it very well, when it comes to this point, if you look at it very well, let me get the pattern well. Now, when you look at it very well, like as I said before, when the bullish sign goes up, it retraces back a little, goes up again, and then retrace back, and it goes up. Now, if you see there is a point of resistance somewhere, and when it retraces back, now there is a point of resistance somewhere here. Is that taken? So when it breaks forth, it continues in a bullish dimension. So this is the point where a trader is supposed to enter the trade. If you have been following this trade from the beginning, like as I told you before, this is for those who trade long-term trader, because we are on a 1 day time frame. If you can see here, we're on 1 day time frame. So if you are a daily trader, this trade may not be for you. But if you are a weekly or monthly trader, you can use a 1 day time frame for you to get the chart. This is a BTC USDT pattern. So you take note of that. If you are going to be trading for weeks or months, you are advised to use a 1 day time frame. And if you are going to be using maybe a scalper, daily trader, then I advise you can go ahead to use you can now go ahead to use maybe 1 minute time frame. Now, looking at it from the perspective of 1 minute time frame, 1 hour time frame, you can see the chart pattern here. You can see the chart pattern here. Let's take it from here. Now there's a bullish here, return back, go up, and then return a little, and you can see that it has already break the resistance upward again. So for today, this is where we are going to stop, and then when we continue next time, we are going to expatiate more on how to identify this pattern technically for you to take a trade. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to drop your query. You can join our WhatsApp group, free WhatsApp group, where you can also be updated, and also drop your query if you have any. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and also comment on this. God bless you.